Hello everyone, very good evening. You will be thinking that what I am doing here. Actually, I go live on Facebook, but today the guest I am inviting is not able to join on Facebook. So, yes, we are doing this on Instagram. So, let me invite guest. So, today we are going to discuss on very important topic. That is like what is the awareness. Hey, hi Rupali, thanks for joining.
Namaste, Vaishali. Pleasure is
Hello,
mine. Thank you
namaste.
so much for inviting.
Yeah, my pleasure actually to talk to you. Whenever I talk to you, I just get more energy and I get
That's so
like,
nice of you, Vaishali. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
yeah. So, just about today's topic that I will
So
tell
I
you.
would just first like to say something, Vaishali. I really love the kind of energy and the passion that you have for people like the students and young students, that you want to work so much for them and you don't want them to suffer from what you have suffered, and I really appreciate that. So it's very nice feeling actually to join here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Yes.
much for your kind words. Uh, our today's topic, when I was in my school or college days, actually, I am born and brought up in a village. So I used to think like that awareness and problems related to what career choosing or
Hmm.
career awareness, it was they are limited to village only or
Hmm.
rural area only. I thought
Hmm.
that it's not there, means it will be very clear when it comes to city life and all.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
when I started talking to some parents these days,
Hmm.
but I got some other insights on that, and you are the correct person to discuss on this topic. uh,
I don't know if correct or not, but yes, I have my views and I would like to share those with you. If that is of some help to you, I'll be glad.
Definitely. So I would like you to tell about yourself to our audience who all are watching
Yes,
this.
yes. I am Rupali and I am a product designer. I have done my basic degree in architecture, and then I have done masters from IDC IIT Bombay in product design. I've been working as a product designer for 20 years. So it's been full-time consultancy work and then freelance working, and as a design educator, I've been working since last 10 years. So I teach at postgraduate and undergraduate courses in product design and interior design.
Okay, that's
So
great. That's really great.
yes, yes. So I get to interact with a lot of children. I would say young students, but they have joined it, like they joined the course after they have done their 12th. So from that
Okay.
experience, I would say that people, like most of the students who join design courses, most of them have clarity about what they want to do, but some of them, sometimes I come across, are like they have chosen it just because they thought that, there are no exams for this particular course like you have in
Yes, yes,
engineering or medicine
yes.
or any other graduation. So here generally it's like you work on a project your entire term, and at the end of the semester you have to go to face a jury. So where you just show the whole process to them, and that's how it is. So it's not a written theory paper per se, but then there's a jury. So there's a kind of assessment. So then these kind of students, they generally leave the course after a while. They can't sustain. So
Okay. That's
just
really great, Rupali, because the practical is very important. We
true,
just keep doing theory part and we just leave practical and we can't unleash your true
right,
potential, let's say.
true.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would like to ask you that
Hmm.
you are from Pune and you are
Hmm.
born and brought up there itself.
Right.
So, I would like to know that when you were at that stage or you were
Mhm.
doing your schooling and all, so
Hmm.
what was the situation for you that time? Like, what was the awareness and situation for you?
Yes. Here, I just would like to add that I was not born in Pune, but like we moved to Pune when I was
Okay.
pretty young. I was 8 then. So,
Okay.
like I was in grade 4 that time. So almost
Mhm.
like by the time it was time to choose my career, we were all settled in Pune. So I can say that in big cities compared to the two tier or three tier cities or small towns, definitely because there are so many avenues, like there are career counseling centers, or maybe there are people around you who are talking about these different options, your parents or their acquaintances. So you get a lot of exposure, and also you get to see different professionals there. If you are willing to, you can also approach them and get to know more about them. This, I would say, in general, the urban situation is compared to a small town situation. But if you ask me that how it was at my times, then I would say that generally it was very clear that if you have taken science, then it is either engineering or you will have to go to medicine. And if you don't get that kind of marks, and if you're not able to crack, then it would be BSc or some pure sciences that you would do. Or if it is commerce, then CA or BCom MBA. So it was very limited, or a lawyer. So to me, fortunately, I would say that because I was good in both academics as well as in arts, so visual arts, drawing and painting. So many of them whom I came, like whom I knew, they guided me, or they advised me that you can go for architecture, which will be balance of both, like technology as well as art. So instead of pursuing plain engineering or only fine arts or stream like that, you can go for something like architecture, where you can explore both the things. And I must say that I was not very sure about what architecture profession is like, or
Mhm.
I didn't go and talk to any of the practicing architects at that time, but somehow it just worked well with me.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's really great,
yeah.
Rupali. Uh,
But then, yes, further going ahead, I would like to say that when it came to, like, during my architecture, we had different electives. So I had
mhm.
decided that I want to pursue post graduation. And then when we had electives during architecture, at that time, I had taken different electives, and I was trying out that what is it that I would like to explore further. And that's how I decided that I would like to join product design course as my master's course. So what I am trying to say here is that when you have that clarity, and when you are at that stage of understanding that you need to explore things, and then you can choose from it. But that was there when I was doing my graduation course, but that wasn't there when I was doing my 11th and 12th. So I had not taken any efforts to understand what architecture is. Thankfully, as I mentioned, that it worked for me. But that clarity should be there. Now, hindsight, if I think that it should be there.
Yeah, exactly, Rupali. And I like it's great to know that someone guided you for that go
True.
to architecture.
Right. Right.
Or else people what do that they just choose a specific career path, that is engineering or doctor, and they just
Right.
stick to that even if they don't like it. But
Right.
it's
Right.
great to
Exactly.
know that you have chosen something different for you and it worked for you. You are interested in that and you are loving your job. So I know you have a son who is in 10th standard, and
Right.
yes, so and you are a teacher as well. You like interact with many students, and with your son as well. You will be
Mm-hmm.
having interaction and this discussion. So what do you
Right.
think, like what is current situation compared to that time when you were young, or how would you like to
Yes, as I mentioned that at that time there were very typical kind of opportunities or avenues that we had at that time. Right now in today's world, there are so many things that these people can do, the young generation, and especially with the digital age, I would say that it's not necessary now that you just take one qualification and stick it to it all your life. Like what
exactly.
I can see that with the digital age, you have so much scope to have that entrepreneurial options. So whatever is your passion and whatever is your liking, it could be any area. Whatever you like, you just get to master at that skill, and then you can take that forward as your livelihood as well. So that's a big change, I would say, what has come from that age to this age. But
Hmm.
as you mentioned, that when I interact with my child and discuss with him about his friends, that what are they trying to pursue further. So what I have observed is, because of so many options, sometimes it's a situation that they are getting confused and they don't know should because I like playing gaming. So some of them are like, I enjoy video games, so I want to do something with video games. So
Yes.
I don't know when they are thinking this, that I want to do something with video game. What is it like when they are doing something with video game? They won't definitely be just playing video games. So if they're liking video games, that doesn't mean that they would like to design video games. So that clarity should be there. So, and one other observation was that some of them are like, I want to earn a lot of money. That is also there. So whatever profession
Exactly.
will fetch me more money, I would like to opt for that.
Hmm.
So as compared to earlier ages, now that they have so many options to choose from, it's all the more very important for them to have clarity about what is it that they love to do, and then also whatever they are looking at as their career option, they need to see that what exactly would it be like becoming a designer or becoming a graphic designer or UI designer, or for that matter even an artist. So whatever they want to become, now they have access to communicate with these professionals and get an idea about what it would be like being that. So clarity on both things, what they would like to do, and about what exactly that profession is, and what is it that they would be doing after, if they take that as a profession. Does that match? So that's what they need to think about.
Yes, exactly, Rupali. And I think somewhere when they don't get clarity about it, parents also should look into it, because
Definitely.
nowadays what happens, no, like parents are busy in working, and
True. True.
they ignore somewhere that part when it comes to their kids. So what would you like to say? Would you like to
uh,
add something?
Yes, I mean, there are so many challenges in this. As a parent, I could relate to it that if you're a working parent, then yes, time is a big challenge, and at least so it doesn't happen suddenly. So you have to build, as you mentioned, that communication or that bond between your child has to be built right at the young age. You cannot direct, like when your child is teenager and then suddenly you think or you expect that he should communicate with you whatever he or she thinks, then it
Hmm.
doesn't work like that. So it has to be right at that early age, that you have to be conversant and having that bond with your child. Also, I feel that apart from whatever psychometric tests or aptitude tests that there, apart are the ones that who are with the child right from the young age. So they know that what are the interests of their children and what is it that they are able to do well. because parents have experience and they know sometimes children may get misled by, just by getting influenced by seeing
Yes.
something, and they feel like that this is what they like to do. But as a parent, with whatever experience they have, they are in a better position to guide their child, and to encourage them to see and explore that particular thing further, whether it is just for few days or few months that you think that this is what you want to do, or it is that your core interest and you would like to take it forward as a career.
Exactly, Rupali. And I see like there are some programs who will guide you or who will help you getting clarity about it. If your
Mm-hmm.
parents are not aware, or if your parents also not able to help you like
Hmm.
at that
Hmm.
age.
Hmm.
So, do
Hmm.
you think that those are like whatever are there at this stage, those are helpful for them, or do you have any idea about it?
There are some of them, like especially here in metro cities, the schools have many of the schools, or even for that matter, the classes, tuition classes, the large scale classes, they have tie-ups with some of the counseling centers, which have a good combination of different tests, I would say, and a counseling session, which would, with the help of those tests, will analyze the different abilities of child, whether he is or she is good at critical thinking, or like divergent thinking or convergent thinking, and how is the emotional strength or resilience quality of your child. So I feel, and then they analyze it and they have a counseling session with you, along with the child, and they also guide you about what are the different streams which are available for whatever, like if the child is good at analytical skill and reasoning abilities, then something related to maths or economics, and depending on it's not just only based on the test, but also they, during the counseling session, they have a conversation with child and parent, and they guide you accordingly. So as you said, that for the parents who, and also children who don't have clarity, these kind of setups are really helpful. But again, their reach is restricted in metro areas mostly. So for small towns, they will have to come and take the counseling, or at least they should be aware that something like this is there and it could be taken, that help could be taken.
Yes, exactly. I think for rural area or town side, we need to spread that awareness, or we like whatever ways if we can guide them or we can help them, we should do that.
Right, right, right.
I feel so because
Yes,
I
that's
have
a
that
very noble.
experience, and
True, true.
I am just trying to do that in any ways I can. Uh,
Yes, yes. You have taken a big action, I would say, like a massive action into it, and all my best wishes to you for that. I'm sure you will be successful in guiding them properly and avoiding the pain that you have suffered, and they not suffering the similar experiences.
Thank you so much, Rupali, for your best wishes. I will definitely work hard, and I will definitely try to bring this change when it comes to these students. And before going, would you like to add something or a word at last, which will be helpful?
One thing is for you, that it's a very nice and a very urgent initiative that you have taken, and all my best wishes, and do well in it. And for parents and students, I would like to just, especially for students, I feel, because at this age, like when they are ninth and 10th graders, they are already aware about so many things. They also, by then they get the clarity about what is it that they like. It's just that in today's days there are so many distractions, especially with the pandemic, with everything going live digital. There are so many different distractions easily available for them. Even as adults we get distracted, so I don't really, it's not their fault, but that's what is happening. So they get very less time to think about themselves, what they like, and that what result into the confusion. So sometimes, as I mentioned, that my son says that, many of his friends, they feel stressed when it comes to choose that what you want to pursue further. So it's and some of the parents also, they have a lot of expectations from their child. So it has to be a balanced situation between the child and parents. Child should try and get more self clarity, and parents should encourage them and support them in whichever way they can to take their own decision. By then they are quite sufficient and able to take their own decision. It should be their decision. Then they can do it better, whatever they want to pursue.
Exactly. Thanks for adding that, Rupali. And it is very necessary that parents should support and respect their decision at that age.
Definitely, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So thanks for joining today.
Thank you
As I
so
say,
much.
always I get to learn so many things from you whenever I talk to you,
So
and
nice of you.
it
Thank
will
you.
add value to our viewers as well. So thank you so much for joining, and we'll look after to have more sessions with you in future.
Definitely. It would be pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vaishali.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.